Hello Pisces, my name is Echo and thank you for joining me for your May 2025 money and career reading. If you haven't seen your reading for May that encompasses all areas of life, please take a look at that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and continue this reading and see what May has for you. So starting off with the Butterfly Oracle deck, you have support. You do have support systems in place at this time that are keeping the money flowing, but I'm feeling like you work in a work environment where it might be that management doesn't feel like they're always there for the team. So your coworkers, you guys are all there for each other. You look after each other. You may be looking at, you're doing a job that you're not entirely crazy about, but it pays the bills because your base level is support. You are the one who wants to make sure that the money is coming in. Now, at this time, you may be the individual Pisces who is looking for support from others because you are always in everyone's corner. And yes, you may have the work environment that supports you, but I'm feeling this is for someone very specific. You're being called away from work, and it may be to take care of a loved one. It may be to take care of yourself if you have a health condition. Maybe you're pregnant, you're going to have to take maternity leave, something of that nature. You are going to need support of the people around you, and you recognize this. But there's no fear tied to this. It's like you already know who you can rely on and who you can't. And your mind is wrapped around that idea with gratitude. But you're very aware of the people who aren't supporting you, and this could be your work environment. So at this time, just be sure that when you're addressing those thoughts, you're not inviting any negativity. You're just seeing things as they are, as they lie. Because we do have a North Node in Pisces this year, which is pulling us towards that dreamy energy, that which we aspire to do to create our genuine selves. And it can get kind of emotional, watery energy sometimes. So don't get caught up in your emotions when it comes to this. If you are having a child, congratulations. If you are stepping away for health or personal reasons, again, good for you, taking a step in a direction to look after yourself. So let's continue this reading to see what we have coming from the Moon Phase Oracle deck. Next, you have attraction. So you are attracting the right people to your environment at this time, and you're gaining a lot of positive momentum and a positive energy. Like we said, you were addressing those that support you and those that do not. But you're attracting a lot of people who are looking in your direction for that support system. And you're almost, again, I don't know why this is coming back. It's like I'm hearing you're glowing, okay? So even though things aren't always sunshine and rainbows for you, Pisces, I mean, who are they really, right? There's never sunshine and rainbows for all of us. That's just life. It's all about peaks and valleys. Though sometimes you may not feel like you're at your best, you are attracting those who really see you for you, despite all of the clouds. Because if you look at this, this is the super moon in this deck. This individual is looking with childlike wonder, as indicated by the youth in this person, looking upon the great super moon. And a super moon is actually one that stands out and is very powerful and is very visible. And it's like you just can't be dodged. Your people can't help but notice you because the clouds are sitting at the base here. And anytime you're looking at tarot decks or oracle decks, clouds indicate that there is a little bit of haze, a little confusion, or a little fuzz. But even with all the fuzz and the confusion, people are seeing you for who you are, and they're absolutely loving what they see. So keep in mind the people who genuinely see you and appreciate you, Pisces, as you go forward to make these choices with your career and surrounding your money this month, and those who do not. And just don't give the energy back to those, don't reciprocate to those who don't see you and your beautiful shine. So let's continue this reading with the Mushroom Tarot Oracle deck. I got this new deck I absolutely love, and I just can't wait to get this out. So let's go ahead and take a look. You have the Two of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and those are both in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. Right then. So the Two of Cups is typically about an energetic exchange, something that is emotional. And if you look at this card, these two cups would be, because this is mushrooms, they represent the two cups clinking together. But around their base are, and I'll turn this upright for the explanation, are the two snakes. Now in the tarot, snakes are symbols of knowledge, magic, and great power, okay? Egyptian times, for example, would look at them as keepers of knowledge, people who had wisdom about them, about great knowing, because they have been around for so long. They were one of the first animals, created on Earth. They were around even during prehistoric times. But while you have all this knowledge and power, you need to keep in mind, are you giving too many cups to somebody else? Are you taking care of yourself before you take care of other people? Are you putting into yourself before you put into other people? In reverse, this tells me you are addressing how you're pouring out your cup for others at this time and how you may be giving too much. And now you're looking to fill your own cup because you really don't feel like it's being reciprocated. And I don't feel like this is on a personal level. I feel like this may be the people who are in charge of your money. So it could be the person who holds the lease on your home, or it could be a boss. It could be the work environment. You have the support system you need around you, but I feel like this is really someone who's more in charge of the way you work and when you work, and they're just not giving back to you in a way that really shows there's any heart. It's get the job done, I don't really care what's going on with you. But you know what? If they're not giving back to you, it's because you're not giving to yourself. And I'm not to say you're to blame for any negativity they're putting out there. If people are going to be a-holes, they're going to be a-holes regardless of whatever you decide to do, right? Some people just live that way. That's life. They go that way and they're miserable. They say misery loves company, so they want to drag you down to their level. But you're filling your own cup and you're saying, look, this is what I need. And if it doesn't work, that's just too bad. And it may get that somebody pushes you in a corner where you have to say, so ta-ta, and step away from that work. Or they may demand forms to give you the time off that you need, say maternity leave, medical leave, things to do for yourself. They may try to push you through the hoops for very specific paperwork and make you go through the channels, thinking that all these complications will make you just pitch the idea entirely and, fall under boot because you've always been the person who did what they wanted you done in the past. But I really feel like this isn't going to be you. You're going to see where you haven't been able to fill your own cup, and you're going to address that at this time. And you're going to surprise them when you actually do fill that cup. You do fill out the paperwork, and you use all this positive energy and support that you have around to say, here you go, and do what you want to take care of you. Next, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you're aware of where this job hasn't been working for you or where you're not making the money you want or need, okay? Whatever the situation, you may be entirely happy in the workplace you're in, but the finances just aren't falling in the way you want. This doesn't mean that you can't create more because Three of Pentacles is all about creative energy, that which we are making. And Pentacles are earthbound energy. It is things you can touch, things you can see. This is your literal money. So if your finances aren't creating the life that you want, it's time to address why. Is it because you're having to do a job you don't enjoy in order to make, the bills, and it's just not enough because it's just barely making ends meet? Is it that the job you're putting into, yes, they appreciate you, but when it comes time to put into yourself to help make your life easier, such as taking time off, there's all these extra hoops to jump through. But something tells me you are looking at that which you aren't able to create for yourself at this time, and what and who is creating that barrier for you. Next, you have the Five of Swords in reverse. The Five of Swords is all about limiting thoughts or beliefs. So you may have had a little bit of naysayer in your corner, and I don't really feel like, because you have the attraction of good energy and people view you positively and you have the support. I don't really feel like it's anybody who really knows you. I feel like this is, somebody may have said something on the off that kind of gave you a seed of doubt. Like, are you sure work is going to allow you to do this? Are you sure that's what you want to do? And it's not that they were trying to take you down a peg. It's just that they really weren't thinking. But you've had these negative thoughts and beliefs in your head, like, oh, if I take this time off, they're not going to like me anymore. My job's going to become difficult. They may even fire me. Or I really don't need to take this time off because I can absolutely push through whatever it is I need. You're worried about something. You're addressing the thoughts and beliefs that have been limiting you now, almost like, I'm hearing not breakthrough barriers, but gently push through them, like you're removing a curtain to step behind it rather than punching through a brick wall, right? You're going to finesse your way out of a situation that had you limiting not only the way you think about a situation, but what you believe. You're going to very gently step into a new way of addressing your own beliefs and your own ideals in a way that may ruffle a couple feathers, but you're not really concerned about it, and neither should you be. So I like this reading so far, Pisces. Let's go ahead and draw a rune for you to see what we have for money and career in the month of May. So here you've drawn the rune of Othila. Othila is all about the home space and protection. So you are looking to take care of the home space and the people around you, your family, those most near and dear. This could be maybe you're a pet mom or parent. Maybe you are expecting a new addition to your home. Maybe you're considering a lease on a property and how you are providing for it. But the mere fact that you have your heart on that and you are fighting with all your heart at this time, life's everyday situations, tells me that you are blessed at this time. And this is why you're getting all of this support. This is the beautiful thing about you that has people attracted to you and what makes them really see you for that big, bright, glowing supermoon that you are. But you are divinely protected at this time. Your home space will be provided for, and it may mean standing up for yourself to situations and people in ways that they don't appreciate. But at the end of the day, when you lay your head on the pillow, you'll know that what you did was right. Whatever choices you made came to you in a way that was very genuine. You stood your ground, you said, here it is. And you may not have had to do it like punching through a brick wall, like we said. You may have just gone ahead and made that move in a way that was gentle, swept that curtain aside and say, I'm taking this time off. Here is my paperwork. I will see you when I return. But I love this reading for you, Pisces. I'm wishing you a very happy and abundant May. My name is Echo. Take care.